Elder Advisors, 2 workshops tonight and then tomorrow morning. We'll give you the information shortly, so get ready to make that reservation. It's filling up. Okay, so I mentioned before the break, I've got a question for you, Mr. Langdon, and it's twofold.
Still nervous.
Okay, twofold in that we talk often on the show about the power of attorney and how important that is, and we can all understand why. Larry said something last week, and he said, I want to wait for Steve to answer this totally, but what about if someone has power of attorney but they don't want it? First of all, let's talk about the importance of power of attorney. Yeah. And then the second part, why wouldn't someone want it, and then what happens?
It's the foundation for any estate plan. So we were talking about doing some pre-planning. Absolutely necessary to get your power of attorney in a row so that when the crisis hits, right, we've got the tools necessary to spring into action, and we want to protect your assets. We got to have the power of attorney to protect assets. It allows you to act for your loved one legally. So that's the importance of the power of attorney, so that you can act for mom or dad or husband or wife
if they're unable
legally if they're unable to, right? And so that's a lot. It can be some work, and we do from time to time. Say you have your, say in my case, I've named my oldest son Isaac as my power of attorney. Well, what if Isaac moves to California or Alaska or overseas? He may not be able to help me in that situation. So he may need to withdraw his power of attorney. That's why when we sit down and I'm preparing a power of attorney for a family, we talk about all the options, but we always make sure to have some backups in there. So then in my case, if Isaac can't do it, well, then Jacob will step in. Jacob can't do it, Sarah will step in. So we always make sure, when I'm doing an estate plan, when I'm doing pre-planning, I always want to make sure to try to prepare for any contingency that could possibly happen in the future. I want to future-proof it as much as I can.
So what happens if someone has been given power of attorney, they understand now, all of a sudden it's getting contentious, the siblings are arguing, they're saying, okay, it's on you to make the right decision, and they go, whoa, you know, my siblings they're not going to be able to even talk to me anymore if I make the decision that's the right one. What do you tell someone like that?
We walk through it. Oftentimes I'll meet with the family.
There you go.
I mean, you know, sit down, and that's the importance of what I do, and I think the importance of what elder advisors do is we want to take that pressure off their shoulders. So if it means I have to have 1 meeting or 100 meetings with the family to make sure that we walk through this very stressful process together, that's what I'm going to do, because that's what I wanted. When I was dealing with my brother and going through that with my brother, or when my mom was sick or my dad was sick, I just wanted other people who know the business to walk me through that process. So that's what I want to do for them.
Wow. And Larry, you got to love that, because that's why you created Elder Advisors. It's about relieving the stress, isn't it?
We try very much. And one of Steve's referrals, it's a new friend of Steve's. I don't want to judge, because this is a judge-free show. His friend Drago Grande had a situation where he had one parent in a nursing home.
It's not Drago.
John, can you be... Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know what's
thank goodness this is not live television. But, you know, this is why Drago Grande came to me, because I take his needs seriously.
Drago Grande comes to you, and he's probably been getting bad, you know, like...
This is a new friend of Steve
Drago Barbershop.
I'm not judging.
Conversation.
Look, I'm a beautiful woman in a white suit, but I'm not judging Drago Grande's special relationship with Steve Langdon. But anyway, Drago's mother, who's a delight, is single, and Drago's afraid he's going to lose all the assets. We can protect half the assets with Steve. So if it's a husband and wife, we can protect all of the assets. I had a gentleman this morning sitting down. We're getting ready to turn the file to the law firm. John was sitting down, and he's like, well, because I told him we're going to transfer, keep everything in the assets for you, John. He said, well, what about the 5-year rule, which is the 101 barbershop law, which does not apply to husband and wife. That's why you need to come out to the workshop, because so many people are operating under the nuance of, well, my friend told me, and it's usually wrong. They've got it all mixed up, and all it does is upset the family, and they get really stressed. They think they're going to lose a house and stuff like this, like Drago did. It's not going to happen, so we can protect those assets.
I met with a lady this morning who had just been to the Medicaid office and was told by the caseworker, well, you know, your dad here has more than $2,000. There's nothing we can do. Yeah. And that's just flat wrong.
Okay.
It's just flat wrong.
So the news is good, and that's why you should attend the workshop tonight or tomorrow morning. Now, Lindsay, I want to say something I love. This show has been a lot. It's been focused on people who give back. Norton Children's Hospital happens to be the topic, but you were telling me that is you guys are Elder Advisors, pillars of the community, and it's important to you to give back. Talk about this cause you were telling me about.
So we're partnering up Elder Advisors with the Alzheimer's Association for a listening session. So the Kentuckiana Alzheimer's Association serves the Louisville metro area. So come out and join us on June the 28th. Elder Advisors is partnering with Brightwell Hospital to provide lunch, and this is just a listening session. So if you're a professional or a community member, a family member, and you have someone with Alzheimer's or dementia, come out. We want to hear what you need. The Alzheimer's Association is on the ready. they're listening. And this is just one example of what Elder Advisors does to, we're giving back to our clients all the time, but this is how we serve the community at large, which is very important to us.
And I think it's a form of serving the community when you give this information. It's free tonight and tomorrow morning.
And it's good news, as Steve, the attorney, the elder law superstar attorney, it is good news. You don't have to go broke in a nursing home. Kentuckiana, come out to the free workshops tonight at Kentucky at the Hilton Garden Inn at 6 o'clock, right off of I-65 exit 132. And of course, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. at the Hilton. At the Hampton Inn on Broadway off Veterans Parkway. It is good news. And the other thing is, I'm a little bit of a clown. I love having fun, but you know what? I'm having the time of my life, John. Kentuckiana, I'm living, I'm not existing. This is tough. This is stressful stuff. And when I need to be serious, and very matter of fact, I am. But a lot of this stuff is a little crazy and it just wears you out. Families, I probably had one of the hardest heartbreaking cases recently. I haven't had a chance to talk to Steve yet about it. We will after the show today. Very tough stuff. So I kind of compensate with the stress because otherwise it gets to be very tough. But you could not have a better advocate than Lindsay Fleming, Larry Weiss, and the rest of the team at Elder Advisors, and certainly the legal component that Steve brings to the table. And that's why Drago came with us. Drago, he went with Steve.
Melissa.
Drago
Her name is
Grande.
Melissa. Okay, it's not Drago.
It is. Steven,
Melissa.
Drago Grande is a big fan of yours, and he's a referral from you. And we'll take good care of Drago Grande, and we'll take care of you, Kentuckiana. Don't go broke in a nursing home because you don't have to.
It is good news.
It is good news.
It is good news. And it is hard, and it's emotional, and we take it very seriously. And but we're also here to serve. We're here to serve, and we're getting it done. We're getting it done. We're getting it done for you guys, Kentuckiana. Come out to the workshop. You have a seat there, and
answer some questions.
Yeah,
Go to
just
free
feel
workshop.
better.
Have some fun.
Feel
Answer some
better.
questions. Get some free knowledge.
It's
If you have
fast-paced.
personal issues and challenges, not a lot you guys haven't seen.
No, unfortunately, no. But that's why you need to go to freeworkshop.com and register. Register for the Eventbrite. They'll get you on for tonight or tomorrow, and they can always call 855-LARRY-55. But it is good news, and it's the last workshop, Kentucky, until August.
So do you recommend they make reservations? You mentioned
Yeah, you can show up. We'll get you in the back row, but otherwise call, get the reservations. You can go to freeworkshop.com and register, find out where the coffee and the water is. But we start promptly at 6. It's fast-paced. It's not long. It's fast-paced. It moves quick, but we get the answers.
They're all VIP tickets.
They are all VIP.
Every one of y'all. We're all VIP tickets.
Yep.
Right.
Keep the money in your
I'm just
pocket.
hoping Drago will show up tonight. Where is Drago Grande?
He's working for Air Canada right
Yeah,
now.
right. I'm sorry.
I want
heard they
someone
were
to ask that question tonight. Please do. Where is Drago?
Where is Drago Grande? He's in my heart. That's where he is.
All right, we'll take a little break here, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening on Wave Country. I've lost it here.